Hey there, it's Dana from CandleScience. Today, we're going to cover why it's important to use a scale for measuring out your ingredients, and a few tips on proper methods. A scale is one of the most important tools to use to stay consistent between batches in your candle and soap-making projects. All fragrance oils have different densities, and there can even be slight variations between batches. Measuring unmelted wax flakes, pastilles, and chunks in a measuring cup will not be consistent due to the gaps and spaces between the wax, and you may end up with more or less wax than you need. But an ounce is always an ounce, and a pound is always a pound. If you use volume-based measurements, such as cups or fluid ounces, instead of weighing your supplies, you may run into issues like uneven burning or poor scent throw. You might already have a few different scales on hand. Some people find success with food or postal scales. Whichever scale you use, you'll want to make sure that it has a tare function. We'll show later why this feature is essential. The scale also needs to be precise enough to give you accurate readings. If your scale only reads in whole numbers, it will be difficult to make your calculations. This is easy enough. Most scales will have an on button, a tare button, which resets the scale to 0, and a way to select your unit of measurement. This scale can measure in weighed ounces or grams. Personally, we recommend ounces. But whichever metric you choose, be consistent and stick with that measurement throughout your process. When weighing your supplies, be sure to remember to use the tare button. This is a crucial step that's easy to miss, no matter how experienced someone may be. Pressing tare allows you to account for the weight of your measuring container. Failing to do this can throw off your measurements. It's always a good idea to confirm that you're working in the proper unit of measurement that you've chosen. Make sure that you keep your measurement units consistent. And as you weigh your items, it also helps to keep track of your most common and essential measurements in one place for safekeeping. Here's a few examples of how you might measure different items and supplies. Put your scale in a ziploc bag or cover with a thin sheet of plastic wrap to protect it from spills. Place your container on the scale, press tare, and pour your fragrance oil directly into the container until you reach the correct amount. When weighing wax, you can place your pouring container directly onto the scale to make for easier melting, since wax weighs the same whether in a melted or solid state. As always, be sure to press tare before weighing the required amount for your project. You can even pour a test candle directly into your candle containers to see how much they would weigh to a certain fill line. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please give us a like and subscribe to stay up to date on all the latest content on our channel. And as always, if you have any other questions or need additional support, please feel free to reach out to us at CandleScience.com.